good evening, and welcome back once again to Scooby-Tober. Today, I'm going to discuss a movie in the Scooby-Doo franchise, and in my opinion, is the weakest Scooby-Doo movie of the Golden Age. And while I still enjoy this movie, today, we're going to be looking at Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Let us begin. The story is plain and simple, like every other Scooby-Doo movie. Except, out of nowhere, Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy are gym teachers. So they agree to teach at a school for girls, not knowing that these girls are the daughters of very famous monsters. The daughter of Frankenstein, the daughter of the Mummy, the daughter of some random ghost I don't even know, who, by the way, is voiced, no lie, is voiced by the same guy that voiced Dracula in Reluctant Werewolf, as well as some random werewolf. Doesn't say Wolfman, doesn't give a name. But the most curious daughter of them all, to me, is Sibella, the daughter of Dracula. Oh no, I am not the same Dracula as an Reluctant Werewolf. I'm voiced by a different actor. This is Scooby-Doo. Logic doesn't exist in this bullshit. Thank you, Count Dracula. Originally, they were supposed to teach these girls a thing or two so they can beat a rival school, a military school for boys, and a game of not jousting, not a fight for survival, not a fight to the death. No, they came to teach them how to play volleyball, okay? And, of course, the Ghoul School wins. Unbeknownst to the heroes, a witch named Revolta is planning to brainwash these young ladies and to make them her slaves for all eternity. And of course, towards the end, the military school boys come to the rescue, and seeing the new recruits, Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy decide, we do not want to do this anymore. So, out they go. So the story, while hokey as it is, I have mixed feelings about. Yes, I did watch this movie quite a bit as a kid, and I do love this movie. But I still think it is the weakest of all the Scooby-Doo movies that I watched as a kid. The story has little to no logic. I mean, the Mummy's daughter, she says that she has built-in leg warmers. How does that make any sense? What did I just say? This is Scooby-Doo, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, Count. I'm just saying. Logic does not exist. Okay, please don't hurt me. Mortals. Now, the main teacher at the Ghoul School, Miss Grimwood, she's a typical teacher that, honestly, she kind of reminds me of McGonagall from Harry Potter. She really loves her students. Her students are the most important thing to her. She encourages a lot of the girls to do their best And she's a good teacher. I wish I had Miss Grimwood as a kid. And Tennis, the mummy's daughter, I swear she is the cutest thing. Because I just love the whole, I have built-in leg warmers. While it doesn't make any sense, I think that's actually adorable. And I love how she's just, when she's swimming, she's like, I'm bringing a trophy home to my mummy. Ah, so cute. Winnie the Werewolf, while her howling can get repetitive and annoying at times, she's one of the most fun-loving out of all the girls. Honestly, she's a type of character that when the girls start getting abducted and brainwashed by Revolta, I actually would believe that she would be the type of character to tell Scooby to get lost. And honestly, it's a good thing this movie was meant for kids, because if not, Scooby's reaction would probably be like this. What a bunch of witches. What a bunch of bitches, you're right, Scooby. Like I've said before, the story isn't really that interesting. And while I do like the foreshadowing during the open house, where all the dads are just like, take care of my daughter and her friends, or you're gonna meet a very mean mummy. To show that even though they are soft in front of their daughters, they mean business and they're not to be screwed with. And another thing that I don't like, this is just a nitpick. Like I said, the Ghost Girl's dad is voiced by the same actor that voiced Dracula and Reluctant Werewolf. But the thing is, there's a Dracula in this movie. Why didn't he do both Dracula and the Ghost Girl's dad? I mean, and besides, the two Draculas sound exactly the same. I literally had to look it up, and it's not the same guy. You might be thinking the first time, oh, maybe it's the same guy. The movie came out the same year as Reluctant Werewolf, so maybe it's the same guy. It's not the same guy. It's two different guys. What the hell? It makes no sense. And Dracula, don't you dare interrupt me when I'm saying this. Makes little to no sense. And honestly, it makes me so crabby. It makes me just want to just fly away with this, like those vultures when the girls were practicing their screaming. Ugh, I can't take all this screaming. You said it, Frank. And here I thought my ex-wife was a pain in the ass. Yeah, well, the casting in this movie is a pain in the ass too. It's not just your ex-wife. As much as I've complained about this movie and the things that I don't like, I still love this movie. And watching it again as an adult, while I didn't really enjoy it as much as I did when I was a kid, at the same time, I still enjoyed it. And one of my favorite scenes is even after Shaggy, Scooby, and Scrappy leave, the girls at least stand outside the school and wave bye to them. And honestly, it made me think back to all the times when I had to say goodbye to teachers I really liked. This movie, like Reluctant Werewolf and like Boo Brothers, I've always loved this movie. It's like with Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Like, I love the movie and I love the book, but it's just like there's a major disconnect. I still love the movie for what it is, but it's just like I like it the least of the series. But that doesn't mean that I don't like it at all. I love it. If you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and check it out, because it's worth checking out. In the meantime, once again, our time together has come to an end. I will see you next week for the conclusion of Scooby-Tober. Until then, Goodbye for now.